Many schools will be back in session later this week, so getting your kids a nutritious breakfast and out of the house on time will once again become priority number one. Today, we're going to show you how to put together a make-ahead breakfast sandwich that's easy and your kids are going to love it. Here's Chef Katie Luloff with Jones Dairy Farm and Molly Fay, a Morning Blend contributor and mom of three.
I know how crazy busy school mornings can be, and that's why I love these breakfast sandwiches. They are truly freezer friendly, kid friendly, and they're super easy to make too. Chef Kate's here. She knows that moms like them too because they have a lot of protein in them, and it's hard to get our kids out the door with protein and fast too.
Right. It's usually grab something sugary or carby or whatever. So this is a good alternative. We've got protein from the egg. We've got protein from the sausage. We're using the lower fat sausage, which is the chicken.
Okay.
So that's a great alternative too.
And why do you like this sausage so much?
Oh, so many reasons. All of the Jones Dairy Farm sausage is certified gluten-free. We don't use fillers, we don't use nitrates, we don't use MSG. The ingredients on the label are so simple, you know, things that you understand when you read the label, chicken and water and spices and things that you know what they are. So,
and that's why they're in the freezer, because they're fresh to your freezer section, and you can pop them in the microwave or pan fry them like you do anytime you want to do a quick meal that's healthy and on the go. So these are perfect for lunches. They're also great for breakfast. They're even great for an after-school snack. You can make them a week ahead of time even, right?
And I make them on Sunday. I make usually 2 dozen, throw them in the freezer, and then they can just grab them out of the freezer all week long.
I love it. Show us how they're done.
Okay, super easy. So I've got some, you can use whatever you want for the base. I've got mini bagels. I've got some whole grain English muffin. If you're gluten-free, this is the only element that does have gluten in it for me. So if you can use a gluten-free bread or a gluten-free English muffin, that'd be perfect.
Okay.
So I've just got that toasting a little bit. That way when you re-warm it in the microwave, it's going to still have that little bit of a crisp to it.
Okay.
So we've got those toasting. Our chicken sausage is toasting. For our eggs, muffin tin, and you're just going to spray it with some cooking spray.
And I like that you brought a couple different options as it relates to the eggs.
Right. So you can either use a whole egg.
Okay.
And we'll leave it whole.
Okay.
Or you can do an egg, and we're just going to scramble it up just a little bit so that you get that beautiful yellow color after it's cooked.
Okay.
Or if you don't want the yolk, there's always liquid egg whites as an alternative. So just pour a little liquid egg white, and then you don't have to worry about the extra fat from the yolk if you're watching your fat, or some people are concerned with cholesterol, so then you can just do the egg white.
Okay.
Whatever veggies your kids will eat.
Now that one you're going to scramble after you add the veggies?
Nope, we can scramble it now.
Okay.
Scramble that up, and it's just, that's really
that easy. You could do it ahead of time and pour it in.
You could, yep, and that's really all you're doing. I mean, I couldn't get much more easy than that. So scrambled up, or drop some veggies in, and like I said, whatever veggies your kids will eat, whatever they like, this is an easy way to sneak them in, makes them colorful. They like eating them because they're full of color.
See, I like that. So you've got red, green, and orange pepper, but you could do onions.
Anything. If your kids like mushrooms, throw mushrooms in there. You can do a little bit of zucchini if you have zucchini from your garden, anything like that. So
yeah, I like it with the color.
So all right. That's it. That's all you're going to do, and then throw these in the oven.
And here's how it looks after it comes out of the oven.
Yeah.
And so we got some wonderful cooked example of it scrambled.
Yep.
Then this is the whole egg where you see the white around it, and then the egg whites. These are all cooked. So those are different examples of how you can do them in the oven.
Exactly. So then we're just going to take our toasted. For this one, we'll use a little mini bagel. And again, all you really need is either a fork, something easy to lift these out of here.
Okay.
Put a piece of cheese down, whatever kind of cheese you want. Again, if you want to use low-fat cheese to cut back on some of that fat, you certainly can. Piece of our delicious chicken sausage on the bottom. And then these you just run a knife around the outside.
Okay.
And they pop right out.
Oh, look at that. That's fantastic.
So that'll go in there.
Got the cheese slice on the bottom. Okay, I want to talk quickly about how you can do these a week in advance. So you suggest, let's go ahead and wrap one in wax paper.
Yep, so I just have wax paper upside down, and then they'll come right side out when you unwrap them. So
I like that.
And like that.
Here's a Ziploc bag. We even marked it with breakfast sandwiches, and then you can just stack them in there, store them in the freezer, then take one out one at a time whenever you're ready to eat it.
And you can microwave it right in the wax paper for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. It'll melt the cheese. It'll warm everything up for you. send the kids on their way with a piece of fruit and a breakfast sandwich, and they are all set for the day.
I love it. And here's my sandwich to try right here. This one was microwaved just for a couple of minutes, so it's ready for me to taste. Real quick, I want to talk about how people can find Jones Dairy Farm products, the sausages, because there are all different kinds of sausages, patties.
We use the chicken sausage. There's also turkey, we have maple, and we have the regular pork. So the recipe's on the website, jonesdairyfarm.com, and then we also have this wonderful product locator. So if you go to the website, you put in your zip code, it'll tell you which stores you can find it at. So any of the stores in the Tampa area, they'll come up for you right there. You can click on the store. It'll show you which products are in that store.
That is wonderful. You can find the Jones Dairy Farm sausages in the freezer section, as we mentioned. They also have Canadian bacon, Braunschweiger.
We've got the Canadian bacon slices and the ham slices. So those are all in the deli, and the delicious bacon, yes.
Thank you, Chef Kate. That was delicious.
Thank you.
You can find this recipe, a store near you, to purchase Jones products by going to jonesdairyfarm.com. The website has a product locator, and you can visit the freezer section of your grocery store for Jones sausage and the refrigerated section for all the other tasty selections.